It's not a pretty subject. It's not a, it's not something that is, cocktail banter. It's a very, very serious subject of what's going on in our education system, how it's affecting our teachers, how it's affecting our students, how it's affecting our families, because all of that obviously rolls downhill. I know when my kids go to school and have a bad day, it's certainly, when they come home, it affects all of us. And unfortunately, I've had a couple of experiences with not such great teachers, and that has taken you take a whole school year and you kind of scrap it, because it's not a good year. They kind of shut down when they are not with a teacher that is in their best, performing at their best, or teaching at their best. And so I am just so glad that you are here, that you've done this research, that you actually are coming up with a solution for these teachers. And it almost brings tears to my eyes, because our children are with these people not 80% of their day. I mean, they're the majority of their day, well, not 80%, but the majority of their daytime is spent with their teacher. And if their teacher is dysfunctional, or really shouldn't be teaching, where there are some teachers out there like that, it really, it's harmful. And I'm so grateful that you have done this research, and that you have, there's hope. You're giving teachers hope and tools and things that they can use, to make a change and make a difference in our system. Mm-hmm. So I'm so grateful.
What exactly did your research show, and why did you get interested in it in the first place?
Well, when I was a principal in a large metropolitan school district in the state of Washington, I noticed that many of the teachers that I was working with were struggling with personal issues, such as control issues, male-female issues, sexuality issues, relationship issues, and it was boiling over into the classroom, where the students were being affected. Their learning environment was being affected because of the teachers' stuff that they were working through in their head, in their personal, private lives. And so when I was a principal, I recognized that many of these symptoms that I was seeing manifested by the teachers were very similar to my mother in my childhood. My mother was severely mentally ill, and I grew to be sensitive to that and to be intuitive to that. And when I became a teacher, I saw many of those symptoms in fellow teachers, and then when I became a principal, I had to deal with those issues, because often those teachers would come to me and they would vent, or they would exhibit behavior. They would say things that were obviously unusual, interesting to listen to, and it triggered me thinking, you know what, they're struggling. What can we do?